Coming up on this edition of Southwest TV News. After filling the role of board chair for the Cypress Regional Health Authority since April of 2008, Tyler Bragg has decided to tender his resignation. As the city of Swift Current continues to grow, the need for additional industrial land has become apparent in the last year.
Riverside Park was abuzz with activity Friday afternoon, as the University of Lethbridge Pronghorn soccer team was in town for a youth soccer clinic and exhibition game against the University of Saskatchewan Huskies.
Thanks for joining us here today. Changes are taking place on the board for the Cypress Regional Health Authority. We have more in today's top story. Changes are on the horizon for the Cypress Health Region. After filling the role of board chair for the Cypress Regional Health Authority since April of 2008, Tyler Bragg has decided to tender his resignation.
My current term actually expired in May, but the new appointments haven't been made. And honestly, I've been thinking lately whether or not, how long should you be chair of the health region? And it's going on 8 years now, and I just thought maybe time for a change for everybody. I have mixed feelings. I'm, looking forward to spending some more time on some personal interests, but at the same time, I'm going to miss everybody here. We have a great health region.
In the short term, current Vice Chair Ron Heeg will assume the role of board chair until the Saskatchewan Ministry of Health appoints a new chair and board members this fall. As 2015 marks the end of current 3-year terms for all health board members across the province. And as Tyler Bragg steps aside from his duties with the Cypress Regional Health Authority, he wishes the new board well, while reflecting on some of the key highlights during his tenure with the health region.
Well, certainly there's some obvious ones. There's, the capital projects are exciting. We've got a new facility here in Swift Current. Leader's got a new facility starting. Maple Creek, Shaunavon CEC, there's a lot of things, but probably a highlight for me is the dialysis in Swift Current, because you could really see how that was actually affecting people, and the phone calls, and that was really nice.
The Cypress Health Region provides healthcare services to 80 municipalities and a population of approximately 44,000 across southwest Saskatchewan. Imagine a destination where you can enjoy world-class dining and unique accommodations. Take a leisurely stroll through streets filled with rich history while browsing for that perfect gift. Buy fresh produce from the farmers market and enjoy a range of cultural events while stepping back in time to learn more about Canada's Old West. Your summer destination is awaiting you in Maple Creek. For event listings and all things Maple Creek, visit our website. The city of Swift Current is busy developing more land near the number 4 highway as the demand continues to grow for industrial property. As the city of Swift Current continues to grow, the need for additional industrial land has become apparent in the last year. And in order to stay ahead of the demand for industrial lots, last fall, Mayor and Council gave the green light for Associated Engineering to go ahead and complete a preliminary design for the 1/4 section of land located directly south of the current Monroe Industrial Park. Now, Council has approved an additional $155,000 to the firm to go forward with the next stage of the project with a detailed engineering design. This will include the description of the lot sizes, underground services, and more for this site off the number 4 highway, with the following timeline set for completion.
Plan is to have this design completed over the winter, over the fall and winter, and we'll be ready to begin construction first thing in the spring so that we can hopefully get some land available fall of 2016.
This quarter section of land will be divided into 20 initial lots, with the remaining lots available for sale in phases. And with the change in terrain on this area of the Monroe Industrial Park come the challenges and increased fees.
We've got some real challenges with the water system, so we've got to sort our way through that one, whether we may need a reservoir or a booster there for that. So that's part of what we need to work our way through. That's the biggest challenge for servicing there. servicing costs all end up in the land cost eventually. So if it's more expensive to do these particular ones, then it will end up reflected in the price of the property.
And if all goes according to plan, the City of Swift Current will have the new lots in the Monroe Industrial Park ready for buyers by the fall of 2016. Another exciting season of Market Square returns to downtown Swift Current, featuring live entertainment, fresh garden produce, crafts, and other unique vendors. Market Square, every Saturday at the corner of Central and Chaplin. Proudly presented by the City of Swift Current and Standard Motors, along with Innovation Credit Union and Southwest TV News. Youth in Swift Current were treated to a special sports clinic hosted by university soccer players. We have more in this report.
Riverside Park was abuzz with activity Friday afternoon, as the University of Lethbridge Pronghorn soccer team was in town for a youth soccer clinic and exhibition game against the University of Saskatchewan Huskies. Boys and girls from the Swift Current Soccer Association's U12 to U18 teams were invited to attend the clinic, hosted by players and coaches from the visiting Pronghorns as part of their preseason. Stephen Maw, coach of the Swift Current Comprehensive High School's Arden soccer team, worked with the teams to organize this preseason contest and is pleased with the outcome of the clinic.
So any players that were registered with the Swift Current Soccer Association for this past spring-summer season was allowed to attend. And we got 57 out, which during the middle of the summer and kind of late notice, it's a pretty good turnout, I think, to see this many kids out here. It's good for the kids to be able to see these university guys and learn from them and just get out and shoot and all that kind of stuff. For both the camp and the game tonight, completely free. We did have Standard Motors came on as a title sponsor of the event, so that helped out, and we're collecting items for the food bank at the game, so trying to help out a good cause as well as, you know, kind of expose everybody to this soccer and have a great turnout.
Coach Randy Bardock of the University of Lethbridge looked forward to the match against the strong Husky squad and stressed the importance of events like this for both the team and the community.
It's just part of our annual preseason. We made arrangements with the University of Saskatchewan to kind of meet halfway and play a game here, and we just thought, while we're here, why don't we try and give back a bit to the community and do some work with their youth program. I think it's important for our players to always give back to our community. In Lethbridge, our community supports our program tremendously, and I think this is a small way for a student athlete to show some appreciation for people that make a difference for them.
One of these student athletes was Alan Suella, midfielder for the Pronghorns and an alumnus of both the Swift Current Comp Colts and the Swift Current United Soccer Club.
Pretty thrilled with the turnout today and with the the progress that this club has had. Some of the kids we're coaching today were fantastic. So I just want to give a big shout out to Swift Current Soccer Association for that, and for them to just keep doing what they're doing, because they're really looking promising here. It's really great to see that. I love it when I come back here to see today some of the old faces that I haven't seen in a long time. And it's good to give back to the kids, because, I remember as a kid, I always loved it when older players came to, coach us and everything like that. So it's really nice to be able to come back and do that for the younger kids as well.
It was an event that was well appreciated by the young athletes, as they got a chance to learn from players who had been in their position only a few years before.
They did one that was like ball control and opening up and just passing, I guess. And they taught me like a way to get defenders like off your back, and it was cool. Like, I haven't heard that one before, so.
Learned how to play header catch. Had no idea how to do that. And learned how, we had to go into open space and stuff like that for our scrimmage.
This is just another kind of stepping stone for us, and hopefully we can have these guys back, next year or in the future. But, you always hope that the kids can grow, and when they see a university game that they can, see that there's a next level to advance to and a higher level of soccer to play. So hopefully we'll have more kids returning that were at this camp in 5-6 years, helping coach the camp possibly.
For Southwest TV News, I'm Craig Chaplin.
Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at mylocaltv.ca. And be sure to follow us on a range of social media. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.